Have you ever felt as if a version of you, existing in another place and time, is calling you to step into a different life? What if the challenges you face are not obstacles, but signals guiding you toward a destiny that already exists? Imagine that each choice you make is tuning a dial to a frequency where your future self is already thriving. You are not here by accident. This moment was set in motion long before you understood its purpose. The restlessness within you is not proof that you are lost. It is a reminder that there is more for you to live, more for you to become. Your future self has been sending clues through intuition, synchronicities, and flashes of insight. If you are still hearing this message, know that this didn't appear in vain for you today. You were meant to listen to the words you are about to hear. In today's quantum immersion, you will discover how to recognize these signals and align with the reality where everything you desire is already yours. If this message resonates with the deepest part of your soul, and you want to always receive powerful messages like the one you are about to hear, we invite you to join our community by subscribing to the channel. Now, if you are prepared, let us enter the quantum zone together. Have you ever wondered why so much effort seems to lead to so little change? Why is it that you can push, strive, and work tirelessly toward a goal, yet still feel far from what you truly want? This quiet frustration is something many carry. The sense that they are doing everything right, but nothing is really shifting. It is not because you are incapable or because life is against you. It is because forcing change often keeps you locked into the same reality you are trying to escape. Force signals to the universe that what you desire is separate from you. Recognition does the opposite. It acknowledges that the life you want already exists, and you are simply stepping into it. Imagine walking through a vast library filled with countless versions of your life. Each book represents a different reality, a different timeline. When you act from recognition rather than force, it is as if you pull the book you have always been looking for off the shelf. You are not creating the story from scratch. You are choosing the one that has been waiting for you all along. Desire, in its deeper sense, is not about longing for something missing. It is the memory of a reality that already exists. Your mind may label it as a dream, but your deeper awareness knows it is a pre-existing frequency in the quantum field. When you stop chasing and start remembering, everything changes. The quantum field responds to the signal you broadcast through your state of being, not the intensity of your effort. Your future self is already living in the timeline where your desires are fulfilled. It sends frequency codes through intuitive nudges, meaningful coincidences, and feelings that seem to appear from nowhere. These are invitations, not commands. When you recognize and respond, you align more quickly than when you try to control every detail. Think about the times in your life when things flowed effortlessly. They were never moments of desperation or proving yourself. They were moments when you knew, without doubt, that something was yours. That knowing is a vibrational match to the reality you want. Yet the old identity resists. It tells you that nothing changes unless you push harder, that slowing down means falling behind. It keeps you in struggle because that is all it has ever known. Recognition breaks this cycle by shifting focus from what is missing to what is already present in potential form. A simple practice can help you anchor this shift. Close your eyes and take a slow, deep breath. As you exhale, imagine stepping into the version of yourself who has already received everything you desire. Notice how this version feels in the body. What is the posture, the expression, the energy? Stay in that state and let your nervous system record it as your new baseline. This is not wishful thinking. It is training your brain to recognize a new reality. When you live from this place, synchronicities appear. A conversation happens at the right moment. An opportunity arises unexpectedly. These are not random. They reflect your shift in recognition. The more you lean into this awareness, the faster the old timeline fades. Effort has its place, but alignment is what moves you across timelines. Recognition is alignment in its purest form. It is the quiet, unshakable knowing that your life is already unfolding in the direction of your deepest desires. From this place, you do not force the path ahead, you simply walk it. Have you ever felt torn between what you want and what you truly believe is possible for you? This inner split is more than doubt. It is the energetic misalignment that keeps your desired reality out of reach. The quantum field does not respond to your wishes, it responds to what you are. If your thoughts say one thing, your emotions another, and your actions something else. The signal you send is scrambled. This is why many feel like they are working hard but going nowhere. Coherence bridges this gap. It means your mind, heart, and actions move in the same direction. It is the difference between swimming upstream and being carried by the current. When you are coherent, the quantum field receives a clear, powerful instruction from your entire being. Think of a symphony orchestra. When each instrument is in tune, the sound is rich and harmonious. When one is off, the beauty is disrupted. Your life works the same way. Your thoughts are one section, emotions another, and actions another. When they align, your reality resonates with your desire. This is not about perfection, but harmony. One of the fastest ways to achieve coherence is through emotional alignment. Your emotional state is the conductor, guiding every other part. If the conductor is frantic, the music feels chaotic. If the conductor is calm, the music flows. A single coherent emotional state can open the doorway to your desired timeline. Feelings like gratitude, love, and peace shift your physiology instantly. Neuroscience shows that focusing on gratitude for minutes creates new neural pathways that reinforce that state. Your heart rhythm balances, your nervous system calms, and your energy field expands. In the language of the quantum, you have just changed your password. Think about the times you felt most magnetic. You did not push or chase, things came naturally. That is coherence in action. Old patterns will try to pull you back. Fear will tell you to prepare for disappointment. Doubt will whisper it is too late or too hard. Coherence must be practiced daily until it becomes your default. Here is a simple exercise. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Bring to mind one thing you genuinely appreciate right now. It can be something small, sunlight, a smile, or simply the fact that you are here, breathing. Let the feeling grow until it fills your body. Notice the softening in your chest, the calm in your mind, and the lightness in your energy. Hold this state for a minute or two, letting it guide your thoughts and actions for the day. As you repeat this, coherence becomes natural. Your thoughts match your emotions, and your actions follow. Opportunities align with you instead of you chasing them. This is not magic. It is the predictable result of broadcasting a steady frequency to the field. When coherence becomes your way of being, you stop hoping for your desires to arrive. You live as if they are already part of your reality, and the quantum field responds. Have you ever sensed that there is a version of you, already living the life you desire, sending guidance back through the fabric of time? This is more than just imagination. It is the quantum principle of entanglement applied to consciousness. In physics, entangled particles remain connected, no matter the distance, influencing each other instantly. Your consciousness operates the same way with your future self. Every shift you make in awareness ripples to them, and every expansion they experience sends subtle signals back to you. The connection is constant, but most people are unaware of it. We dismiss intuitive flashes as coincidence or random thought, when in truth they are transmissions from the version of ourselves who has already walked the path we are trying to navigate. When you meditate, journal, or enter a deeply reflective state, you are fine-tuning the antenna that receives these transmissions. This is not about chasing visions. It is about becoming sensitive enough to notice when guidance arrives. Your future self communicates primarily through emotion and energy. A sudden wave of peace in the middle of stress, an unexplainable surge of excitement, or the urge to take a specific action, these are all messages. The universe speaks in frequency, and your feelings are the language. Fear broadcasts more fear, gratitude broadcasts more reasons to be grateful, and love multiplies love. If you really stop to think about it, every major turning point in your life was preceded by a shift in your internal state. Perhaps you decided you were done settling for less. Perhaps you felt an unshakable knowing that something better was coming. That shift was not random. It was your future self aligning you with the path that leads to them. One way to strengthen this connection is to create intentional moments of alignment. Find a quiet place and close your eyes. Take several slow breaths, imagining each inhale pulling you closer to the frequency of your future self. On the exhale, release any doubt or resistance. Now visualize this future version of you in as much detail as possible. What is the environment like? How do they carry themselves? What expression is on their face? Let the emotions of that reality wash over you until you can feel them as if they are happening now. Neuroscience supports this practice. Your brain does not distinguish between a vividly imagined event and one experienced in physical reality. By rehearsing your future emotionally, you are literally wiring your nervous system to recognize and attract it. But the old identity may interfere. It may tell you that imagining a better future is unrealistic or a waste of time. This is simply the voice of the current timeline trying to preserve itself. You do not need to fight it. You only need to redirect your attention back to the feeling of alignment. Over time, you will notice more synchronicities. You might meet someone who holds a key to your next step. An opportunity may appear seemingly out of nowhere. These are confirmations that the entanglement is active and working in your favor. The more you act on these prompts, the faster your current reality will shift. Quantum entanglement with your future self is not a mystical idea. It is a natural aspect of how consciousness operates. It is the reminder that you are never truly alone on your path. You are in constant collaboration with the version of you who already knows the way. When you listen, trust, and act, you collapse the distance between who you are now and who you are destined to be. Have you ever believed you were behind in life, as if you missed some invisible deadline that everyone else seemed to meet? This feeling creates a constant pressure to catch up, to fix, to prove. Yet the truth is that you were never behind. Every delay was redirection. Every closed door was protection. The idea that you are lacking or late belongs to the old operating system, one built on scarcity and competition. Living from wholeness means replacing that system with a new one, rooted in trust, alignment, and flow. Wholeness is not something you achieve after years of work. It is the state you remember when you stop identifying with what is broken. When you live from this space, you no longer chase abundance. You embody it. You stop seeking purpose as if it were hidden somewhere outside of you. You realize it is the frequency you bring to every moment. Think of a river. It does not rush to reach the ocean, yet it always arrives. It moves with a natural intelligence, flowing around obstacles without losing its essence. When you live from wholeness, you become like that river, guided, unhurried, unstoppable. This shift transforms your relationships. Some people will feel magnetized toward your new energy, others will quietly drift away. Neither is good or bad. It is simply the natural reorganization that occurs when your frequency changes. Opportunities that match your old identity may fade, but the ones aligned with your wholeness begin to appear effortlessly. If you stop to reflect, much of the struggle in life comes from trying to control what is outside of your control. The new operating system is about collaboration with life instead of domination over it. You begin to trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by, and what leaves was never meant to stay. One of the most powerful ways to anchor this state is through a daily practice of self-connection. Find a few minutes each day to sit quietly and place your attention on your breath. With every inhale, affirm internally, "I am whole now." With every exhale, release any thought that says otherwise. This trains your nervous system to associate calm and presence with the truth of your completeness. Neuroscience shows that consistent practices like this rewire the brain's default patterns. Over time, your mind stops scanning for what is wrong and starts recognizing what is already right. Your body relaxes into the safety of enoughness, and your actions flow from inspiration rather than fear. Living from wholeness also changes how you respond to challenges. Obstacles no longer feel like proof that you are failing. They become invitations to grow without losing your center. You begin to meet life as an ally, even when it pushes you into discomfort. In this new operating system, success is not measured by comparison, but by alignment. You are no longer chasing moments of fulfillment. You carry fulfillment into every moment. This does not mean you stop dreaming or creating. It means you are no longer creating from a place of emptiness. Over time, you will notice a quiet strength replacing the urgency that once drove you. You will find yourself saying no to things that used to drain you, and yes to things that nourish you deeply. Life becomes less about proving and more about expressing. Living from wholeness is not an escape from reality. It is a return to it. It is the recognition that you already have what you once believed you needed to chase. From here, everything you build carries the imprint of completeness. And when you live this way, the world begins to meet you on the same frequency. In this very moment, you are already touching the edges of your future. It is not something waiting far ahead. It is here, woven into the choices and awareness you hold right now. The shift you have experienced while listening is more than inspiration, it is activation. Every breath you take in alignment is a declaration to the quantum field that you are ready to live as your future self. Every time you choose gratitude over fear, trust over doubt, you strengthen the bridge between who you are and who you are becoming. This is not theory, it is how reality rearranges itself around the frequency you maintain. Your destiny is not built through constant effort, but through consistent resonance. It responds to the level of consciousness you choose to hold. When you recognize that the reality you desire is already available, you stop chasing and start allowing. You become a magnet for the experiences, people, and opportunities that match your inner state. But the choice is always yours. You can return to the old patterns that tell you life is happening to you, or you can stand in the knowing that life is happening through you. One path keeps you repeating the same cycles. The other accelerates you into the timeline where your highest potential is already real. If you feel the pull of this truth, act on it now. Take a moment to close your eyes and breathe deeply. As you inhale, say to yourself, I am already living my future. As you exhale, release any resistance to receiving it. This is how you lock in the frequency of your destiny. From this day forward, let every choice, every conversation, every step you take carry the vibration of the life you are claiming. Stay alert to the synchronicities that appear, because they are the universe's way of confirming you are on the right track. Remember, the appointment with your future is not someday, it is now. You have felt the alignment in your body as we have spoken. You have seen glimpses of the life that is calling you. Now is the time to trust it completely. Now, if you are brave enough to dive deeper into your space of self-discovery and want to continue today's journey, two powerful messages will appear on the screen. One will lead you to a deeper understanding of your soul. The other will reaffirm what you have known all along, but will disguise itself as a lie to keep you in your comfort zone. I will not tell you which is which, just trust your instincts. I hope to see you on the other side.